The first one is bill number 110548A, which is known as the Kenny Bill. As I said, any business which qualifies as a new business will not pay BPT for the first 2 years in business, starting from 2012. And all fees for that business, there are so many different different fees in the city of Philadelphia for various businesses, but the main one is the business privilege license fee, which is a $300 license, will be waived for the same businesses. So that is by itself no BPT license and no BPT tax for the first 2 years. Of course, the license, if you don't pay it once, you don't pay it at all. So that is important. What qualifies a new business as a new business for this purpose? So this one tells you about it. A new business is a business that hasn't been subject to the business privilege tax at any time during the 5 tax year prior to the starting of a business in the city of Philadelphia, has filed with the Department of Revenue a new business waiver application. We have been grappling as to what is filing a business waiver application means. And we'll explain it by regulation soon, but the whole idea is this has to be new business, meaning that a business which closed shop 2-3 years ago won't qualify for this if it comes back and start the business again. It's not considered to be a qualifying new business. There are other disqualifications, and if a business merges with other business, and you go through it, but the main idea is to avoid some kind of tax. Some people are very smart in using tax avoidance technique, and you could be a sole proprietor, and if you incorporate, and for the other purposes, it is considered to be a new business because you have a new EIN number, federal identification number. You will be given a new business privilege tax number. You will be paying $300 as of now to be considered a new business. But for this particular exclusion, for this particular exemption, that business is not considered to be a qualifying new business. And there are some things, if you go through the law, mergers, different kind of changing, relationship between affiliated groups. So any kind of manipulation of that type of entity structure to get advantage of this bill will be challenged by the Revenue Department. This has to be real new business. That's basically what it is. And there is an exclusion from this bill for businesses that is primarily engaged in real estate activities. The reason being, usually in real estate, and there are big developers, they come to the city and acquire a property. Within 2 years, they can make a ton of money developing it and selling it. And if they open it up and sell, do everything what they can within 2 years and sell their business and make millions of dollars, if this bill doesn't give those kind of exclusions from this bill, they would benefit out of this. The intent is not for that purpose. So that kind of activity is excluded from this particular bill. They are not getting the advantage of it. Okay. So basically, what are the conditions? The conditions are you first apply. As a new business, if you fulfill that, if you never had any business in the city of Philadelphia for the last 5 years, you apply for the waiver. Once you apply for the waiver, you don't have to hire employees immediately. The requirement is that new business has to hire at least 3 employees by the end of the first anniversary. and through to the 18th month period, meaning for 6 months period from the first anniversary. And then by the end of the second year, the business has to hire at least 6 employees to qualify for this. So mainly once a waiver application is made to the city and to the revenue department, we keep that application, and if the business fulfills the requirement at the end of the second year, of course, when they file the first year, even if they haven't employed anybody, they could qualify. Because the requirement is you can hire people just the last day of your first anniversary. By that time, you may have to file 1 business privilege tax return. You don't know yet you will be employing 3 people, but we'll give you a 0 BPT. To the extent that you will fulfill the requirement by the end of the second year, you get that one. But if you don't fulfill the requirement, if the new business does not fulfill the requirement after the second year, then we'll come back and say, you're not entitled to it, pay the tax accordingly. So basically that's what it is. The idea is, this is called a new job creation bill. I mean, at the same time, a new business creation bill. So in order to do that, at least you have to hire some people. Big businesses hire more than 3. So the minute they come in, they benefit out of it. They don't have even to wait until the second year. They know it from year 1 that they have hired more than 3 or 6 people. So it is a bill which is relative to the other bill. It is a minor bill. And then I'll get to the... so basically this bill also, what it says is after 2 years in business in the city of Philadelphia, that business will cease to be a new business. Meaning starting from the 3rd year, the business has to start paying the business privilege tax. That's basically it. Starting again, another thing in this, another provision in this bill is that beginning tax year 2014, there will not be any fee to acquire a business privilege license for all new businesses. So meaning for qualifying new businesses starting from 2012, they don't pay business privilege license fee, which is $300 at this point in time, or $50 annually. But starting from 2014, nobody, all new businesses, will not have to pay a business privilege license fee to have a license to do business in the city of Philadelphia. So mainly it is big. Very small businesses just wait, procrastinate, and they say, I will pay this $300 when I get it. So because of that reason, they don't go out and procure the license. So they will keep on working without the license, and they may not even file tax returns for years. After 2 or 3 years, they are afraid of the penalty, which is really very, very, very high. Within 1 year, it is 42% of the principal amount. In 3 years' time, it is more than the principal amount, the interest and penalty combined. So people are afraid. So because of that reason, the initial thing is they'll wait to acquire the BPL because of the $300. And then it becomes, of course, so basically that helps a lot.